Before reading, I would like to wish you all a Merry Christmas. Mistletoe Kiss, a Shoto Todoroki ex-listener fanfiction. As a surprise for the 1A students, you, Ida, Shoto, and Momo decided to decorate the dorms for Christmas, since that hadn't been done yet. The common room had a few boxes of decorations that Momo had grabbed, so the four of you could start quickly. Ida had grabbed a ladder so that the side of the stairs could also be decorated, along with a huge Christmas tree that had been set up in the middle of the room. The students from other classes had already done their decorating, so there weren't that many decorations left. Having to make do with what you did have, the four of you planned out where the decorations should go so it could still look good. It was the middle of the night, so everything had to be done very carefully, not to wake anyone else up. Otherwise, it wouldn't really be that much of a surprise. Ida and Momo worked together on putting up fairy lights, leaving you and Shoto to put up some garland and tinsel. You have had a huge crush on Shoto for the longest time, but you were always too shy to actually express your feelings in fear of being rejected. It wasn't completely unnoticeable that you liked him, seeing as you always turned red when he started talking to you, even though the two of you were childhood best friends. You had sleepovers, hung out a lot, and did almost everything together. Yet you had never been able to say anything about how you'd fallen in love with him. You often wondered how Shoto felt about you, and usually you just ended up telling yourself that he probably liked you as a friend. Now that you had to decorate the common room with him, you decided that it would be weird if you just didn't speak, so you started up a conversation. You got butterflies in your stomach just from talking to the dual-haired boy. Did you see a slight blush on his face too, or were you just imagining it? It was probably nothing, you think to yourself. Shoto, on the other hand, had the hardest time trying to get his blush under control so you wouldn't notice. When the smaller decorations were finally up, it was time for the tree. Ida moved the ladder to the tree and you offered to climb it to put the baubles on the top part. Everyone was fine with that, but you could see a hint of worry in Shoto's eyes. The boy knew that you were very clumsy, so he managed to always keep an eye on you to make sure you didn't get hurt. The top of the tree was almost finished. All you had to do was just put the star on top. You shifted forward on the ladder a bit more, but accidentally misplaced your foot, causing you to stumble and slip down the ladder. You yelp in surprise. Shoto saw it happen and caught you right before you hit the ground. You were now laying on top of his chest. You were about to get up and thank Shoto when Momo started giggling. "You know, you should look up, YN," she giddily said. You look at her with a confused face and then look up. Hanging above the two of you was, you guessed it, mistletoe. Momo had hung it there not too long ago, and now you were laying under it, on top of your crush. It almost seemed surreal. Your entire face turned bright pink with shame, surprise, and excitement. Shoto realized that it was now or never. He cupped your face with his hands and pressed a passionate kiss to your lips. "Aw," you heard a new voice say. It was Denki. The boy walked out with his phone in his hands, showing Momo and Ida the picture that he took with a proud smirk on his face. "Denki, you are so dead," you yell at him. The boy quickly runs back up to his room, not wanting to get into a fight with you right now. You get up and stretch out your arm to Shoto to help him up. "Now that happened, there's something I've been wanting to tell you for a while now," you say. "I like you, Shoto, and I have for a while now. I know you might not feel the same, but I hope that we could maybe go on a date or something," you confess. Shoto started blushing as well. "I'd love to, YN, I really would," he says. He hugs your waist and leans in for another kiss.